Hello and welcome to Zelda Week!
Kicking off today. Welcome.
Yes, kicking off today, we'll have videos every single day of this week leading up to the launch of Tears of the Kingdom. Our first video, we are going back to all of our tier lists, and today we're ranking links.
We've already rated
the links.
all the Ganondorfs, all the Princess Zeldas. Today we are ranking all the links. There are more links than there are Zeldas and Ganondorfs, so settle in.
Here we go.
We're starting with where it all began, The Legend of Zelda.
Oh boy, little pixel Link, huh?
So Pixel Link is very chunky.
Yeah, she's so chunky.
But it's a surprising amount of detail. I mean, you can see like the cross
shading and
on the shield,
yeah,
the pointy ears.
The little hat.
The hat, I like all of that.
Yes.
And I do feel like it lines up pretty well with this artwork, where he does look like a little squat fella.
I was gonna say a little shorter than he is. Yeah, he's really pictured squatting a lot.
Right, right.
Shield still has that cross on it.
You know, I find this similar to some of that early Pokemon artwork where it's just got a very sort of stern, serious look on his face. Like he's not out here for fun. He's going on a serious
he's got stuff to do. He's got business to take
adventure.
Care of. Yeah.
Now, a common complaint you'll hear from me throughout this tier list is he's not wearing pants.
Well, this one he looks like he might be wearing some kind of wow.
No, this is just a bare thigh.
Oh, that is a very short tunic.
It's less egregious than some of the other games where he's just like flying through the air with the thing billowing about. Like, whoa, what's going on here, Link?
I feel like for an adventurer, you want to protect the goods, but you know, I don't know, maybe you're flying by the seat of your pantsless pants. I don't
Obviously
know.
limited by the technology a little bit here, being a very early NES game. I think this is a pretty good Link, though.
I think that for the number, like the first Link ever, solid.
I think this is an A.
I think this is a solid A. Like,
great.
I quite like this Link.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Zelda 2.
Oh my.
Adventure of Link, also on the
NES.
Very different kind of game, though.
Yeah.
So this is no longer the squat Link. This is sort of more.
You got like a very tall, kind of more of like human proportions now, right?
So again, a good amount of detail in the character. But when you get to the artwork, it is a different style.
Very different style.
A bit more cartoony. It's got like the elongated nose now.
Definitely has that like the cartoons of that time look like this. And I think they pulled a lot of inspiration from that. But yeah, it looks like an adult. Like I feel like the first artwork that we saw, Link looked more like a child almost. This looks like an adult.
Some inconsistency though in the game. Not wearing pants. Here, pants.
Pants.
Maybe somebody on the state side said, "Hey, let's get some pants on this guy."
We're gonna put some pants on. Yeah, he's wearing the long sleeve shirt and like pants and the tunic, the classic tunic.
It's like he got a unitard under the tunic. I can rock with it. It's good.
Yeah, that's like what you wear when you're like a wrestler or something like that, right?
I like it. I'd say it's not as strong as the first, though.
Not as strong. Yeah, I feel like the face is not really doing it for me.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like there's something weird going on with the features.
What are you thinking? B, C?
I'm gonna say C. Yeah. Actually, for this one.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
Okay.
C.
C.
Next. A Link to the Past.
Oh.
Back to this little squat, top-down
little baby Link
look.
Yeah.
Controversially or not, depending on how you feel, his hair is kind of pinkish
in
the game.
Is different in the game.
It's pinkish in the game.
It's true.
But when you get to we are seeing
now we're getting somewhere.
Pretty iconic here.
Yeah.
So much more iconography to the shield.
This is exactly when the time where Zelda started to get more iconography on her dress.
They did some work.
So they thought about what, you know, some symbols of Hyrule. Oh my!
This is the artwork I'm talking about here, where he's just like bare-bottomed, jumping through the air. His linkle might be showing as he's flying through the air. So I don't know how I feel about
Link,
that.
We can see your rupees.
But you get to see him doing more dynamic things. One thing, his eyes are quite small.
Really small in motion.
Right. Like you go back to this one, his eye is pretty big. Here, it's also pretty big.
Yeah, more of the anime style. This one looks a little beady-eyed.
A little beady-eyed.
I do like this first artwork though.
That's iconic for sure.
Serious,
right?
But still approachable.
So I'm
thinking B.
I'm conflicted on this one. I think B is the way to go.
Not as bad as the Link's Adventure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are on to Link's Awakening.
Ah.
This is interesting because there's not consistency between the different interpretations.
Right, right.
So this piece, I believe, is the Japanese artwork where he looks, it kind of looks like a continuation of the game we saw before.
Right.
Where, you know, he's very active, he's got the big sword, the big shield.
Still has no pants on.
Got a big smile on his face, jumping, a carefully placed leg here.
To cover his rudeness.
Cover his shame. But then we have this other artwork, which is amazing. But it's a completely different style.
Completely different style.
And then when you look at the game, there was this, these little cutscenes.
That cutscene in the beginning is great.
That's an iconic cutscene.
Yeah.
I guess this is closer to what we saw on the Japanese box art.
I think so. This one just feels like a completely different thing altogether.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can count that one.
It's from the game.
I don't know,
They
man.
made this for the game, and then in the game itself, it's the sort of the Game Boy Link that we see.
Link, yeah.
We'll see this again later. I'm thinking a B or a C. I'll let you make the choice. Yeah.
I'm thinking, unfortunately, a C.
All right.
Okay.
Now we're gonna jump ahead because we have the Switch version of Link's Awakening
the
here.
Switch version
as
of
well,
Link's Awakening.
which is a completely different art style.
Yeah, very different. Kind of like a toy Link, not even a Toon Link.
Right,
a toy Link.
What is in the artwork is basically the same as what is in the game. It's basically
Right.
we took that model, we just did some high res renders of it.
Yeah,
but
that's
that is
great.
the Link you are playing as
That's cool.
in the game.
Yeah.
This is not full on
Toon.
Link, but
Right.
it does have a lot of the same, like the floppy hair.
Yeah,
things.
you got the proportions of it being very childlike, almost kind of like this,
Yeah.
this
Oh,
little.
Look at the little smile on his face.
So cute.
The one knock I have is
Is it the lifeless eyes?
the dead eyes, like a Funko
Yeah,
Pop.
you don't like the dead eyes.
It's basically a Funko Pop.
There is a glitter in the eye,
Yeah.
a little reflection, so it's not completely devoid of life.
I'm gonna jump out and say that this gets an A for Awakening.
I think it gets an A
Because-
for sure. It's one of I really do love this Link.
Small nitpick about the eyes aside, this is really good. On to Ocarina of Time. So we have the two young
and old,
adult
just like we
Link.
did for Princess Zelda. Young Zelda and adult Zelda.
Young is pantsless. Adult has these sort of tights. This one is really like playing with fire here.
Oh my god!
You're really tempting fate. Just
He's got like a
man spreading on a tree stump.
But he's a child, so he's boy spreading.
Playing with your fairy friend. Jeez.
Please don't be pantsless playing with your fairy. That seems
On a tree stump, no less.
on a tree stump. That seems like a bad idea.
Ocarina Adult Link
oh man,
is
classic.
truly iconic and classic.
I love this. I love this. Really heroic looking. You can see the muscle definition. Now you're like, he's an active hero. You know,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is capable. He is, determined at the task at hand. Of course, the Master Sword and the shield look absolutely fantastic, and it is what is now our version, or like the ongoing version of those two iconic Zelda items.
I like how they carried through his outfit, but made it feel like he's got these gauntlets now.
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously got the tights, but also there's the shirt that goes up underneath.
Yeah.
And you can see kind of, his face makes sense that he's maybe, 15
years later,
10 years older or so. So
yeah.
we have to reconcile both of these though and give it a score. A.
Absolutely.
Not S?
A.
Okay.
A, because the pantsless young Link is making me really nervous.
The pantsless transgressions.
Yeah, I
Just
can't.
rolling
A
through
child
Hyrule
without
Field.
pants on seems like a bad idea. We shouldn't do that, you guys. It's dangerous.
Well, this brings us to Majora's Mask, which is very, very, very similar to Ocarina of Time. I will say, the character artwork, though, has a darker tone to it.
Yes.
There's a lot more shadowing. The look on his face looks mischievous.
Yeah.
And a little...
a little psychotic, honestly.
I wouldn't say evil, but there's definitely...
Yeah, there's some dark intentions.
It's not a happy smile. He's rocking it.
He's got some dark thoughts,
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, in the game, it's basically the same model, but
Right.
you can get all the masks, which I think are cool.
Yeah, the masks are great.
And obviously, there's some transformations that can happen. So,
think a B.
I think a B is appropriate.
Yeah, I think a B. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not doing too much different here.
Right, and you also don't have the adult
And the child, yeah.
Link here, right.
Yeah.
So we're back to the Game Boy.
Okay.
Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, which if you didn't know, like you could be like, oh, that's Link's Awakening.
Right.
If you look at the games, so I'm not sure that this is really going to change it for us, but the artwork is different.
The artwork is really different.
So now he's wearing the Ocarina sort of leggings.
Yep.
And it does seem to be more of a... He's very a little bit lanky, leggy.
Skinny.
Something I don't love about this is in all the previous versions, the leggings or the pants match the upper
Except
like
for Ocarina
sleeves.
of Time Adult Link. It's white.
But it's the same, you see, on the leg and on the arm. It's
You want
the
him
same.
to be in the unitard.
Whereas here, he has like white or silver
So this is a two-piece.
leggings and the brown shirt underneath.
It's a two-piece. He's wearing like leggings and like a shirt underneath.
Which some people might like that. I prefer the all-in-one matching look. So I don't hate it. I'm thinking B.
I'm thinking B
here as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like, again, like pretty similar in terms of some of the links we saw before.
Brings us to the
Here
Wind Waker.
is our Wind Waker link.
Gonna be, I'm just gonna say it, gonna be hard for this not to be an S.
This is a great link.
Obviously,
Look at him.
extremely controversial at the time. Some people hated this.
Yeah.
I think fewer people hate it now.
Right.
We love it.
Oh my god, the expressiveness of the characters in Wind Waker, we've talked about this already with some of the other characters, is really unmatched, you know?
But something you rarely see is the game version is more expressive than
the art.
artwork version.
Yeah.
Like, look at the eyes, like the
Yeah.
shifty eyes.
And the mouth, and the...
Right.
Yeah, there's so many moments in that game where there's so many expressions. That's why this is like such a memeable game. You can take screenshots from anywhere, and his expressions are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And you still get a lot of detail, too, with the shield, you know, all of the... The Hylian things are on there. And I really do like this new belt that they've... Or is it a belt? I don't know.
Yeah, like a belt buckle.
It's like a belt buckle.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. It looks really different, and it looks very iconic to this particular game.
I know I just said I want the pants and the sleeves to match. I'm gonna contradict myself and say I don't mind it here.
Because it's green on green.
It's my rating.
That's
I can do that.
Don't forget that he has a great lobster shirt.
That's true.
Which is one of the best
That's a good,
outfits, I think, ever.
Non-heroes
Remember when we
outfit.
made the lobster shirt as a giveaway?
Yeah.
And everyone basically
Why are we still talking?
Yes!
It's an S. Why are we still talking? Next,
lobster shirt.
the Minish Cap.
This is cool.
So, on the handheld games, you know, very similar depiction. Now we're getting something extremely different with the hat. Mm-hmm. And the hat itself has a lot of personality.
I love these illustrations. They're so cute. Where the Link is just like, what's going on with my hat?
Yeah, the style of the illustrations is very much like, it looks like crumpled up paper almost.
It's so cool.
Or like construction paper.
I really like that.
Same thing that they did with the Wind Waker.
They do a lot of similarities though. It looks basically like the Wind Waker model.
Right.
Everything down to the belt buckle is the same.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much, except for the hat.
Yeah. So those are great. The game is fine. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say it's knocking my socks off. I guess this is the Game Boy Advance, so like there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, but the model, I mean, it looks a little bit different than your typical handheld Zelda game.
Yeah,
so give them some credit there. But because it's not very different than Wind Waker, I would say like an A.
I think an A is good, yeah.
The cap is a good add.
Yeah, because we have more iterations on this coming, which I don't think are going to be as highly rated.
Yes.
Twilight Princess, though.
I love this Link. Look at him. He looks so cool. He has pants.
Now, what I love about this one
say.
that we see again in Skyward Sword is the chainmail.
Yeah, he's got armor on.
Underneath the tunic.
Yeah.
Which gives him a very warriorly
even
sense.
in his gauntlets, too. They look really like they're going to actually do something.
Doing something.
And he's on Epona.
Going into battle.
Even Epona has like a little chest piece on her bridle there. And in the game, he looks really good.
It does, yeah. It's very clean. The face is also very expressive. Mm-hmm. Looks very heroic, very brave.
He's handsome.
Very handsome.
Really handsome in this one. And I think this might be the game that he has the best hair.
Oh.
He just has this like windswept.
Yeah, I see
like
what
I'm
you're
always
saying.
like I'm walking in. I'm making my own wind as the model. Like it's always perfectly.
Yeah.
It's like Leon hair. He has like
All right.
really great hair.
I hadn't thought about that, but I see where you're going with this. I
really
like
nice. He doesn't even have hat head.
it. Yeah. So
It's
so is this an
amazing.
S?
It's definitely an S.
All right. I just had to make sure.
Definitely. Look at him. Are you looking?
I'm looking.
Are you looking?
All right. Now we're on to Phantom Hourglass.
Back to the Wind Waker Link.
And
Toon Link.
maybe we can do this in Spirit Tracks together because they're extremely
Generic.
similar.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's generic.
It's not generic.
It's that they were just not trying to do something different.
I would say C across the board. Because it's like,
Well, let's see what we got here. So we got the map.
yeah, you got a sword and
He's
you
got some different
you got a pan, the
items.
little flute thing.
Yeah, I think C is
C
fine.
across the board for these two because it's like, yeah, we really like this model of Toon Link, but there's not really anything new at all.
Yeah,
here, right?
yeah. On to Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
I just love the
I think
artwork
it's great.
for this game.
Yeah, it's
so
got like
much.
that painterly quality to it, like almost like a watercolored look.
Yeah.
Chainmail again, you can see.
It has similarities to Twilight Princess.
Definitely does.
I think I like this more though. There's something about like I don't know these pants that he's wearing. This all just feels like very real.
It feels very modern to me. It feels very like wearable. If that makes any
but like
sense.
the
Like you
boots,
can wear this.
These boots, just like normal boots.
Yeah,
that
the
you could
pants
get.
look like normal, like khaki or just like.
Got some Dockers and stuffed them into the boots.
Yeah, he's wearing like work pants
Right.
basically, and he's wearing like a comfortable.
Which you would think
shirt.
like this should be lame if that's the approach. Like,
Wait, it looks good.
But it looks amazing.
It does look amazing.
And
does
it
look
works
really
in the
amazing.
game. His face again, so expressive.
Right.
Softer features in this one
Yeah.
than in Twilight Princess, but very joyful
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, and like he's younger, right?
Yeah.
In this one, obviously, so he's not lost his zest for life. It was so good.
I want to give this an S too.
Okay. He's
S
got
for
a lot,
Skyward Sword.
He's got a lot of S's so far.
This is a popular series for a reason.
Link does has great
Yeah.
design. All right, we like the Skyward Sword Link.
Oh, this one's not going to be an S, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Link Between Worlds.
Can we rate Chalk Link instead of the real Link?
Well, we have to include Chalk Link in the rating.
Okay.
Because it's still Link.
Chalk Link is making it go up.
So
Regular Link, though.
We talked about this when we did our Zelda list. Just a little derpy
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah.
The proportions are very.
Back to the big feet.
It's not like full on chibi, but it's getting there.
It's not committed to chibi though.
It's kind of in between.
Like in between, which is not good.
It's between worlds, is what it is.
Aha!
I
I
just
do
don't
like
love it.
the bracer, which is an iconic part of the game. That's added to pretty much every image in the game, and you know exactly which Link this is because of that, which I like.
I'm thinking like somewhere between a B or a C to this one. I'm certainly not going to give it an A.
Let's do B because
All right.
Chalk Link is so
Chalk
cool.
Link is great.
Chalk Link and that style of art style for
Yeah.
Chalk Link is so cool. I would love a whole game as Chalk Link.
Okay.
Or that kind of drawn Link.
Yeah.
So, Chalk Link has brought the score up.
All right.
Okay.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh!
Big changes are happening
oh,
now.
no! I mean, oh, yes. I do like this.
So here, I mean, we just have to acknowledge like there's so many different outfits. He's basically like, what's the saying? A clothes horse.
He's a clothes horse.
He's just trying on. It looks
Got
great, and
tons
all
of
these
stuff,
different
yeah.
outfits, or just take it off if you
Oh.
choose. The switch shirt.
No.
You love that.
I like how you put these two images right next to each other to antagonize them.
One counteracts the other.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then the other one just makes
Counteracts
me
the
hurl.
attractiveness of shirtless.
He's wearing pants, guys.
He does have pants. You can take
and then when
them
you
off.
take the pants off, he's wearing like,
He's got
like
something
shorts,
underneath,
which
yeah.
is good. Thank goodness.
Is this hard to evaluate because it's so different?
A little bit. I will say this might be a little controversial, but I don't really love the face and hair for
Oh, really?
Breath of the Wild Link.
Oh, okay.
It's got like a boy band quality to it, and not in a good way. Like a little like plastic surgery.
The hair, though, or the face?
The face and the hair.
Oh.
The hair, I'm not loving the little mutton choppy.
Like he's too pretty? Is
Oh,
that what
too
you're
pretty.
saying?
Yeah, a little too pretty.
Compared to that, though?
Well, this one he's like a child.
Okay.
It's like too perfect, almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like especially in these. Look at this one. in these like illustrations.
Okay.
He's looking a little too precious to me.
You can get the iconic green outfits in the game.
I do like
those
that.
are available. I like to do that from time to time.
I also like it when I put the hood over his head.
Yes.
Because then I can't really see his face in here.
That's maybe the best look.
And then
in the
he
whole
looks.
game.
I think we have an amiibo here with
Yeah.
where he has like more of a mysterious quality. But it's a little pretty for me. Is the thing.
I'm fine with this not being an S.
It's not an S.
But I wonder how low you're thinking here.
I'm thinking an A.
Okay. In the end, it's still an A.
F. No, but other than that, I love all of everything else about this Link.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't
yeah.
put this as an S either. So I'm pretty happy with an A.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We agree on that.
So this brings us to Tears of the Kingdom, which is not out at the time we're recording this.
No. Could change when we see him in the game.
It's a little hard to rate without understanding exactly what is happening to Link in this game. What happened to his arm?
Yeah, his arm is all
Why is he going from like this wild caveman look?
Caveman to like more of the Breath of the Wild look.
Right.
His hair is a lot longer, but you know what I like about this? Less pretty. Looks like he's been through a thing.
Okay. I mean, this looks very pretty to me. Look at his eyelashes. This just go on for days.
Oh. That's true. This one does a little below. The other one's below it. After the event that maybe something happens to him, I think he maybe is like, I'm a little less pretty now.
What about in the game though? Does the face look that different in the game?
Not really, honestly.
Not really.
It really doesn't.
It looks
really
quite
doesn't
similar.
look different. I'm assuming you can still change tons of different outfits, which is cool.
Sure.
I like that. Hairstyle is the thing that we can maybe look at. In the game, it looks pretty similar.
Looks very similar.
The caveman artwork, really different though.
Right.
Really different.
Hair's
kind of
down.
almost like how Princess Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom has the short hair. It's like they traded. Like he got longer hair. She got shorter. I don't know. Like what's going on?
He's pulling out the Master Sword here, but we've seen the Master Sword being ruined as well. What's going on there?
What's going on?
So
I do like, again, like he's kind of like in the other one where he has just a lot of like stuff on him. He's got arrows and shields and other things on his body.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm sort of struggling with this one.
I am too. I don't love the scary hand with the long fingernails.
Yeah.
That's really gross looking.
Should we give this a B?
I think we should.
Yeah.
So Ganon is our...
We reserve the right to
change our minds.
Or change our mind once we play the game, but yeah.
So out of all of the Tears of the Kingdom characters, Ganon is our only S.
Well, you're not surprised by that, are you? Come on.
Daddy Ganon. All right. Well, that is good.
There we go.
This is
got a pretty good range.
A very good range. So many links.
There's not that many S's. I think there's an appropriate number of S's.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Let's just look a little bit closer at our most handsome Link, which is our Twilight Princess Link, just because I want to.
Okay.
Where is he?
Keep scrolling.
Very
there you
cute.
go.
Oh wow, such a good Link. Such a good Link. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you agree with our ratings? Do you want to put different links in different spots? Let us know in the comments below. And welcome again to Zelda Week. I hope you guys stay tuned for lots more Zelda videos all week long. And we'll see you later.
Bye.